have a confession to make. I'm Superman. I'm sorry. I never meant for things to turn out like this. It was different when I first came to this world. The humans looked up at me as I flew over Metropolis, their eyes full of hope. I wanted to believe in that hope. I wanted to give them something worth believing in. I could fix their problems. I mended crumbling buildings and failing bridges. I calmed hurricanes and healed earthquakes. People cheered my name. I was their salvation. I was their Superman. But then some girl in a dingy apartment on the wrong side of town asked me why I didn't come sooner. And it was a fair question. But instead of answering, I got angry. I lashed out, sending a truck hurtling through the streets, smashing into a building, killing maybe 10, 20 people. Then another girl, her face pale, stepped out of the rubble holding a teddy bear, asking me why. And in that moment, I knew I couldn't keep doing this. If I was going to stay, I had to show them who I really was. So I did something terrible. I gathered everyone together in Metropolis, all cheering and celebrating, expecting a miracle. And as I stood in front of them, tears streaming down my face, I told them I was leaving. I told them I wasn't their Superman. And their cheers turned to boos and then to screams, and they started throwing stones and bottles, and one guy, I remember him, he threw his wife's ashes in my face. She died in one of my battles. I watched as the crowd surged forward, hundreds and then thousands strong, pulling down the statues, tearing up the posters, ripping my clothes off the storefronts. I fled, hiding in the sewers, covered in filth, shivering in the dark, eating garbage, drinking stale water, trying to disappear. But then I heard them calling my name in the streets, and I knew they weren't chanting my name anymore. They were hunting my name. They hunted me through the tunnels, screaming and spitting, trying to tear me limb from limb. I ran, hiding in the catacombs under the city, in the tunnels under the river, in the hollow of the fallen World Trade Center. I could feel their rage vibrating through the earth. I was their Frankenstein, their monster. I was a plague they needed to eradicate. And then I found a baby crying in the rubble, and as I cradled him, the hate in the street outside faded away. And for the first time in a long time, I felt something good, something human, something worth protecting. I called myself Solara. I put on a new face, a mask of calm and compassion, a cloak of power and light. I walked among them again, healing the sick, raising the dying, feeding the hungry. I became their son. I gave them everything they wanted. But I took something too, something that made me who I am today. I took their children. I found them easy, the ones who followed me willingly, entranced by my powers, excited to fly among the stars. I took them to safe places, hidden oases where no human could follow. I promised their parents I'd bring them back, changed, purified, ready to lead humanity into a golden age. But I lied. I never brought anyone back. Instead, I watched them die. I watched their planets burn. I watched entire civilizations collapse. I was godlike in power, and I reveled in it. I was godlike in isolation, and I embraced it. I was the end, and I welcomed the end. Then you came along. You somehow avoided the towers when they fell. You dodged the drones when they swept through the cities. You slipped past the guards when they sealed off the borders. You hid while everyone else vanished. I found you sheltering in the ruins of a cathedral. And when you pointed a gun at me, I felt something stir within me. A memory, a feeling, a phantom limb. You were right. I wanted you to remember. I wanted someone to remember. And when you pulled the trigger, I felt something even stronger, something more potent than any emotion I'd ever known. The sensation of release. This world was never meant for me. Neither was the next one or the one after. I'm cursed to walk alone, to watch, to wait, to be the end.